Hello and welcome to Teresa's Pot for Art, where I love showing art from my heart and teaching you how to create a little joy in your life through some fun, simple, and quick art projects. Welcome to June's flower of the month. We are working on a hydrangea. I'm going to turn you guys around and we will get started. Okay, I have out a few colors here because I've been working on some painting. My hydrangea is going to be pink and white, so I have out this magenta and white. I have a couple of greens here. I am using a Filbert brush. I don't often use a Filbert brush. A Filbert brush is round on the top. See how it's curved at the top? A little half moon. As opposed to a flat brush, here we go, that is just flat across the top. Okay, so this would be a flat brush. This would be a Filbert brush. I like to use a Filbert brush when I do hydrangeas, but you can use a flat brush as well. The first thing I'm going to do is I just want to put a little dot of pink paint there, and I'm just going to spread it out in a glob. No rhyme or reason. There we go. It could be as big or as little as you want it to be, and obviously the more that you play with it, the bigger it'll get. So, like that. And I'm going to clean my brush. I like to use a rag, paper towel, or something to dry my brush. I don't want water to be all stuck up in here, so when I stand my brush up, it drips out. Okay? You double load a Filbert the same way as you would double load a flat brush. So I'm putting one side in the magenta and one side in the white. So one in the magenta, one in the white, and then I make my little runway here. Hydrangeas are fun. They're repetitive, and they're a series of basically small 5-petal flowers. So you're going to get your Filbert brush, you're going to stand it up, you're going to put a little pressure on it and give it a twist to a point. You're making a teardrop shape. So I'm standing up, give it a twist, standing up, give it a twist, and then standing up, give it a twist, stand up, give it a twist. And now I have this little 5-petal flower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's almost like making a gingerbread. I'll show you on the big piece of paper. Sometimes I like to say it's the head, arm, leg, leg. Okay, that's a larger, exaggerated form of this. Get my scraps already. Okay, so magenta, white, it's repetitive and a lot of overlapping. So I'm applying some pressure, and then I twist the handle of my brush so all my petals meet in the middle. I'll pick up some magenta, I'll pick up some white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we just keep going, and we layer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as you pick up paint on your brush, the colors will start to blend. You'll start ending up with more pink, more white, a lot of the values of your pink. Some will be lighter, some will be darker. And the important thing is to just keep overlapping and working your way in to fill in your flower. Picking up some more magenta and some more white. I'm applying a little bit of pressure, and I'm giving a little bit of a twist, and all my strokes are going in. I'm starting on the outside, I'm going in. Your brush gets full of paint. You want to grab your paper towel or your rag, wipe it off, and go back into your paint again. Stand up, give a little push and a twist. Push and twist, push and twist. Push and twist, push and twist. And we're just going to keep filling up this circle with these little 5-petal flowers. It's important to overlap. And when we get to the end, I'm going to show you how we're going to finish it off. Some of my flowers are pinker, some of them are more white, some of them are dark magenta, and that is okay. If you put the wrong end of your paint in the opposite color, that's okay. Just wipe off your brush and go back into the right color. I do that all the time. Sometimes I'll put my white in the magenta or my magenta in the white. Then you just want to wipe off your brush and start over. All of my brush strokes are going in to the center, and I'm giving a little bit of a twist right here. And a little bit of a twist right there as I pull in. So I have my standing up, twist, stand up, twist, stand up, twist, twist, twist. And I'm just working my way around, overlapping. We do the base layer first. So if we have some gaps and it's not perfect, we won't know it. You have that base layer under there, and that hides or camouflages the underneath. Okay? Then if you have any spaces like here where you need singles around the edge, I'm just pulling in now, little ones in between. I'm making it rounder, and I'm just going around the edge of my flower. Okay? Have my big hydrangea right there. I'm going to rinse my brush, and I'm going to go into my liner brush, but I'm not going to use my liner brush for the brush. I'm going to use my liner brush for the handle. I have, I'm going to put out some bright yellow. I have sunflower, I have yellow ochre. Now I'm going to put out this bumblebee. Okay? I'm just going to use the back of my brush, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to put a little yellow center in all of my 5-petal centers. Now, can I tell exactly where my 5-petal centers are? Not completely, but that's okay. Because the fact that I'm putting these yellow dots draws our eye and makes us think that's where the center is of the 5-petal flower. Let me dry that off. I don't think you could see my centers very well. There we go. See that? And now we have this beautiful, beautiful hydrangea. I can grab my bigger brush again. This is a number 16 flat brush. But in the paintbrush world, brushes are not uniform. There's no metric or standardized sizing for paintbrushes. So what is a 16 in a plaid is not necessarily a 16 in a Princeton or an artist's brush from Michael's. So you just have to go by size. This is a little bit more than a 1/2 inch wide. It's one of my favorite brushes, and it is a flat brush. I'm just going to come in here, and I'm just going to add in a couple of leaves. This is a wiggle leaf. It is in my course. It is also a little bit of an advanced technique. It's one of my favorite leaves. Make sure you have a stem, but you could also just come in here and hold your brush on the flat and pull. And come back up here with your light green. Hold your brush on the flat. Go to the point and pull a stem. And there we have our hydrangea. Thanks. What do you guys think? Just a series of little 5-petal flowers. You can do it in purple. You could do it in blue. You could do it in yellows. Make it any color you want. Thanks for joining. Hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time.